Hello viewers, welcome again. Welcome to my YouTube channel Inside Geography with Saad Rahoojo. This is the third lecture on the agriculture system of Pakistan. So in our previous two lectures, we discussed the historical performance of agriculture and its growth with the time. We also discussed its contribution to the economy of Pakistan. We also saw the different seasons and the major crops in Pakistan. And we also discussed these major crops individually, how much production they are being giving, are being adding to the economy of, to the GDP of Pakistan. Then we also discussed the cropping patterns in Pakistan by looking at its physiographic and climatic characteristics. At the same time, what sorts of crops are being produced by looking at the climate, physiography, and soil condition of the country. In a second lecture, we discussed the agroecological zones of Pakistan, where we saw the different zones or regions of Pakistan being classified on the basis of the crop production or cropping patterns in different agriculture crops. Today is the third lecture, which could be the last lecture, where we will discuss the challenges and the opportunities. The agriculture of Pakistan. Challenges, you can say challenges, limitations, or constraints. So what are those challenges, constraints, and limitations where those challenges or issues has hampered the growth of agriculture in Pakistan? Because it's very important for us to identify those challenges and then address those challenges and find the solutions of those problems or the challenges. At the same time, with the challenges, we have also opportunity. We'll see what sort of opportunity we have to make it more strong, means the agriculture system, make it more strong or increase the crop productivity of the agriculture. So let's discuss, let's go to the slide. So the agriculture sector in Pakistan faces challenges of different nature, including we have a depleting the water resources, lack of technological innovation, low quality seeds and input supply, old cropping patterns, land degradation, low yields, small land holdings, literacy and health of the farmers. So if you look at these all problems, you will be able to find that you will guess that these problems are not only related to the environment, environmental problem, they are also have some sort of link with the politics, with the political will or political nature. At the same time, they also been a socio-economic. So Pakistan has agriculture has been facing various type of problems, which is not only the what is say having a environmental background, at the same time political and also socio-economical background. So we will see in detail these all issues. So climate change, I'll say, is the top of all these challenges. So let's this one. So yes, agriculture industry most vulnerable to the climate change and its variability. So as you know, agriculture is being depending on the water supply and the different seasons, water supply, temperature also. And the temperature, water rainfall or water supply, depleting, sorry, the melting of the glacier, these also means depending on the climatic conditions. So the accelerating pace of climate change and climate making situation more severe due to the occurrence of unprecedented events of the weather. So climate change is not only an issue which has been happening in Pakistan. Pakistan is one of the top contained countries where there's a significant impacts and mostly in the negative way in Pakistan, but this is overall in the world. So for the last 10 years, Asia has been facing serious threats because of climate change and variabilities such as tsunamis, floods, and the droughts. So Asia is very vulnerable. So what happens in climate change? Once you have a traditional climate, that is going to be changed. Means climate change is being changing, are being modifying, are having influence on the floods you have, or the droughts, or the rainfall, or the temperature. So extreme events are expected to have a to have large negative impact on crop production. The most intense impact of climate change over the next few decades will be on floods and the agriculture system. So some Asian countries, for example, Pakistan, India, which have a semi-arid climatic condition, are at the risk of rising temperature and rainfall variability. So why we are saying that climate change impacts are more vulnerable or more clear uh, to the to the Pakistan, because look at the climatic condition of these countries such as Pakistan, India, where we have an arid climatic uh, condition or arid climate. So these are always have an impact on your rainfall and the temperature. And rainfall and temperature are key factor or components of agriculture. So which could result in increasing demands of water for agriculture production. And if you look at these two countries, these are being dependent on the water supply, on the irrigated water. So about 90% of agriculture is being carried through the irrigated water, both in India and Pakistan. So once, if there any change or in disturbance in the water supply, it is going to disturb or modify what we call it the crop production of that country. So the rise in temperature, reduction in rainfall under semi-arid environment are likely to reduce production of maize, wheat, rice, and minor crops in coming 20 years. So similar, so these are the major crops of both countries, especially in Pakistan. So if something suddenly happens with temperature and rainfall, this is going to be having a negative impact on these major climates. So water shortage is also being one of the problem which is being created by the climate change. So whether there's although other factors, but the climate change is the main. So in Pakistan, after climate is the water shortage. So we'll see Pakistan has 40 million acre feet of surface water resource and around 56 million acre feet of underground reservoir. So 40 million acre feet is the surface water and 56 million acre feet is the underground water reserve pack. So currently annual availability of water has been reduced up to 1000 milli per capita, which has fivefold higher in 1950s. With means what is mean that the shortage of water is fivefold, 5 गुना कम हुआ है पाकिस्तान में पानी if you compare in 1950. So पाकिस्तान में पानी की कमी आहिस्ता आहिस्ता कमी होती जा रही है. So Pakistan is moving at quite a fast pace towards water limitation, approaching towards water scarcity. So now Pakistan is going to be a water scarce country. Pakistan's water resources are being affected by climate change in the face of fast glacier melt, changing rainfall pattern, extreme weather events such as drought and flood. So climate change has a negative impact on the water sources of Pakistan. First, there's a fast melting of the glacier, and there are also erratic rainfall. The rainfall we have, यानी कि जो पाकिस्तान में बरसातें होती हैं वो बरसातें कभी ज्यादा हो जाती हैं, कभी कम हो जाती है, कभी होती नहीं. So there's always a erratic uncertain rainfall. तो इस सिचुएशन में हमारे लिए बहुत इशू है. Once we don't have a water reservoir, वाटर स्टोरेज कैपेसिटी, जब हम पानी स्टोर नहीं कर पाते, तो जब हमारे पास ऐसी सिचुएशन है व्हेन वी हैव अ मोर वाटर तो हम उसको जाया कर देते हैं या वो हमसे निकल जाता है. व्हेन वी डोंट हैव अ वाटर तो हमारे लिए पानी, यानी व्हेन वी हैव अ ड्राउट कंडीशन तो हमारे लिए पानी नहीं होता फॉर द एग्रीकल्चर. सो climate change have always impact on the droughts, floods, rainfall, and the glacier melting. So population growth and rapid urbanization, water intense farming practices and industrialization have contributed to the Pakistan's increasing demand for more water. So Pakistan's population has been increasing, as there is a rapid urbanization, शहरी आबादी भी बढ़ रही है, पाकिस्तान में population बढ़ रही है. So not only the water we need for the agriculture, at the same time we also need for the drinking, for the homes, for the domestic purpose, so the situation is very worse, very, very great. So Pakistan's water profile has changed drastically from being water abundant country to one experiencing water stress. So पाकिस्तान की जो सिचुएशन है वो बहुत चेंज हो चुकी है. पहले पाकिस्तान वो कंट्री कहा जाता था जहां पे पानी ज्यादा पाया जाता है, यानी कि ज्यादा पानी. अब Pakistan comes from those countries where you have a shortage of water, water scarce country. The main source of water in Pakistan is canal irrigation system. Indus Valley comprise plants of Punjab. Sindh is mainly depending on the water of river Indus and its tributaries, and they are mostly arid on the basis of annual precipitation. So Pakistan's agriculture is depending on irrigation or canal water. So both the Punjab and the Sindh, where the agriculture is being done or agriculture crops are being carried, those are the arid areas of Pakistan where we don't have a direct rainfall. So you are being relying mostly on the canal water. So once we have a reduction or change in the rainfall, is also been affecting the what is say the crop production. So report that Pakistan has the world's fourth highest rate of water use. Its water intensity rate, the amount of water cubic meter used per unit of GDP is the more means Pakistan में पानी ज़्यादा क्या कहते हैं consume होता है, use होता है, is number fourth. This suggests that no economy is more water intense than Pakistan's. यानी कि इसका मकसद है कि पाकिस्तान की जो इकोनॉमी है वाटर इंटेंस इकोनॉमी, यानी कि पाकिस्तान की इकोनॉमी डिपेंड करती है पानी के ऊपर. So there's always a water shortage in Pakistan. Food production is depending mainly on land and water resources. Economic water scarcity indicates that the countries that will not be able to meet the estimated water demands in 2025, in after accounting for the future capability, we could physically water surface. So the same thing is, Pakistan is one of the largest contiguous irrigation system in the world, yet it is one of the most inefficient irrigation system, where more than 60% of water is lost due to leakage and seepage and at the field level due to poor irrigation system. We also discussed further that not only do we have a shortage of water, at the same time we have an irrigation system which is being supplying water to the agriculture at the same time also for the urban areas, because of the inefficient irrigation management system, because it's so old that the 60% of water is being lost, it's been wasted because of seepage and the leakage. कि पानी वो जो है वो नीचे जमीन में चला जाता है या सीपेज हो जाता है या अंदर चला जाता है. So we need to stop that water. Land degradation is another issue in Pakistan. So our land resource shrinking due to salinity, waterlogging, solidity, and erosion, and the use of some desk agriculture land, such as non-agricultural uses, urbanization, industry production, highways, etc. So Pakistan की जो land area है, which we could have used for the agriculture, or which was for the agriculture before, it's been reducing or been limiting. The issues क्या है? We have a salinity, water loading, erosion भी हो रही है यहाँ पे. We have also land which has been converted for the urbanization, यानी कि वो जमीन जो है ना वो शहर की आबादी के लिए भी इस्तेमाल हो रही है. और we also have industrial projection, वो हम industrial projects भी बना रहे हैं, उसके साथ roads भी बन रही है. So our the present land is not limiting resource at very for every net hectare out of total reported area sown. So there are 2 uncropped hectares even after excluding the area not available for agriculture. Thus, at the present, water not land is the major limiting factor for bringing more than area under cultivation. So यहाँ पे क्या कह रहा है कि पाकिस्तान में though the land is degradation, but at the moment land degradation is not a big issue, but the water is the big issue. though पाकिस्तान में जो जमीन है वो हमने बढ़ाई नहीं है, we haven't increased the land for the agriculture, वो वहीं पे ही है और वो खराब भी हुई है, कम हुई है, बड़ी नहीं है, मगर पानी जो है ना key issue है. So soil salinity, if you talk about the land degradation, we have a soil salinity. Soil salinity severe limits crop yields. Currently in Pakistan, about 4.5 million hectare feet hectares area is salinitized because of saline ground lying close to land surface and crop land irrigation with poor quality tube water wells. So Pakistan में क्या कह रहा है कि 4.5 million hectare feet, मिलियन एकड़ जो जमीन है हेक्टर्स वो खराब हो चुकी है. वो किस वजह से कि उसमें सैलिनिटी बढ़ गई है, क्योंकि वो यहाँ तो इरिगेटेड वाटर वी आर गिविंग रेगुलर वाटर टू द लैंड एरियाज, तो वो पानी नीचे चला जाता है. वो पानी जब नीचे चला जाता है तो वाटर टेबल ऊपर हो जाती है, तो पानी और सॉइल मिक्स हो जाता है, तो इस वजह से वो इट इज बीन अफेक्टिंग द फर्टिलिटी ऑफ द लैंड. About 70% of tube wells of Indus Basin to pump sodic and saline sodic water, because of which 2.3 million acre hectare of land have become sodic and saline. So Pakistan, if you remember, in 1970s, 80s, there was a what do you say, agriculture policy where we had to install more and more tube well for the extra water. तो उसमें जब पंजाब में और सिंध में उन्होंने ट्यूबवेल्स लगाए, तो उसके बाद क्या हुआ कि वो द ट्यूबवेल्स व्हिच वर गिविंग वाटर, सप्लाइंग वाटर फॉर द एग्रीकल्चर लैंड्स, when they tested the quality of water, it was judged that water is not suitable for the agriculture. तो उसमें 70% ऐसा पानी था जो खराब निकला और उसने जमीन को भी, यानी कि सॉइल को भी खराब कर दिया, यानी उसको be impact किया. So low yields is another issue. Practicing traditional method of cultivating and harvesting in Pakistan is a low yield per acre. Over the past 20 years, the share of agriculture in GDP has gone down from 27% to 18.9%. If you look at the agriculture production of Pakistan, or agriculture, what is the contribution to the economy of Pakistan, is being slowed down. और वो नीचे चला गया है. So it was 27% 20 years back. Now it is 18.9% currently in 1970. So 2018, 17, 18. So agriculture product also lags significantly behind the rest of the world. So हमारे पास जो agriculture production है वो कम हुई है पर एकड़, यानी कि आपको एक एकड़ है जिसमें you are being doing agriculture and you are getting the production. If you compare the Pakistan production, the rest of the world, we have a low yields. It could be, you can say, we have a traditional methods of cultivation and harvesting. हम क्योंकि पुराने तरीके इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं अभी भी एग्रीकल्चर के, वो भी सबब हो सकता है. लो टेक्नोलॉजी और इनपुट्स वो भी हो सकता है. अब हम कंपेयर करेंगे कि हाउ मच द अदर कंट्रीज दे आर बीइंग गेटिंग पर एकड़. So Pakistan produced 3.1 tons of wheat per hectare compared to 8.1 in France. So Pakistan में per hectare जो क्या कहते हैं कि wheat है, we have 3.1%, while if you compare with the France, it's 8.1. तो कितना difference में? 2.55% tons of cotton compared to 4.8 in China. So we are getting 2.4 tons cotton compared to the China, which is getting 4.8% ton of cotton, per hectares. The similar like the other production also. So we are being low lying. We are being at the low rates as compared to those countries. We have also another issue which is called the small holding. About 81% of Pakistani farmers own less than 5 hectares of land. And about 58% of total farm in Pakistan 2 hectare or less in size. So we have a small holdings, यानी जो farmers हैं उनके पास थोड़ी थोड़ी जमीन है, उनकी size बहुत कम है. They are not a big, landlords or landowners where they have a 10 acre, 20 acre, 30 acre. So small holding has also impact on the production when you have a small holding. So Pakistan में क्या है कि 81% जो farmers हैं उनके पास सिर्फ 5 हेक्टेयर जमीन है. अगर जितने भी फार्मर्स पाकिस्तान, आउट ऑफ 100 we have 81% farmers which who owns 5 hectares, यानी कि उनके पास 5 हेक्टेयर जमीन मौजूद है. And 58% out of 100 they owns only 2 hectares. So look at the size we have. The small land holding causes inefficient and uneconomic use of land, resulting in low crop yields. Small land holdings are also a big impediment for the adoption of modern agriculture technology. So if you want to have a monoculture, आपके पास इतनी जमीन है कि इतनी बड़ी जमीन होनी चाहिए कि आप उस पे एक क्रॉप करें जो आपको फायदा दे, या आप उसमें कोई ऐसा you also use modern technology तो आप कर सकते हैं. Once you have a small holding तो आप उसमें नहीं कर सकते, आपके लिए वो issue है. Waterlogging, one of the problem of land degradation. So waterlogging also degrade land productive capability. Currently about 5 million hectares, 30% of irrigated area, and what is say 70% is potentially waterlogged with water table 3 depth from the groundwater surface, and 12% area having water table depth. So Pakistan में क्या करेंगे, 30% land area which has been irrigated land area where we carried agriculture through irrigation, that has been waterlogged. क्योंकि जब हम पानी, we have been continuously giving water to the land area. It's also been leakage or seepage to, हमने शुरू में डिस्कस किया, वो पानी नीचे जाता है तो वाटर टेबल ऊपर आ जाती है, तो वाटर टेबल जब ऊपर आती है तो उसके साथ वो सॉल्ट्स भी ऊपर आते हैं, तो दे आल्सो हैव अ इम्पैक्ट ऑन द परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ द सॉइल। तो उससे क्या होता है, प्रोडक्शन कम हो जाती है, सॉल्ट ऊपर हो जाते हैं, सॉइल जो है ना वो जो विच इज द प्रोग्रेस एंड द ग्रोथ ऑफ द प्लांट्स इज बीइंग लिमिटिंग दैट। तो पाकिस्तान में देखिए आप कितने फीसद जमीन जो है ना वो खराब होती जा रही है because of the waterlogging and salinity. So, reported that the rise in water table from 1 to 2 meter to less than 1 millimeter result in 27 and 33% yield loss for wheat and sugarcane. अगर 1 से 2% मिलीमीटर यानी कि मीटर क्या कहते हैं कि वाटर टेबल ऊपर आ जाए तो इट कैन आल्सो अफेक्ट 33% ऑफ यील्ड, यानी कि जितनी प्रोडक्शन आप ले रहे हैं वो 30% कम हो सकती है अगर आपकी वाटर टेबल 1 मीटर ऊपर आ जाती। फॉर कॉटन, so this is the different scenario for the water table of for the different crops. So cotton we have a different and wheat we have a different. Floods are also another limitation or the problem for the agriculture. So floods are considered one of the major problems of agriculture of Pakistan. They cause major loss of life and properties in areas which they are occur. So nobody can deny this is the fact that wherever the water is overflowed, or when we have a high rainfall, torrential rainfall, or when the canals are overflowed, so though that water goes to the agricultural land areas and they destroy the standing crops of so Pakistan experiencing severe floods during 1950, 1956, 1957, 1973, 1976, 1978, 1988, 1992, 2010, 2011, 2012, and 2014. Now we have if you talk about the rainfall, we have two sources of rainfall: Western Depression, which has been occurring in the winter season, and the monsoon, which has been occurring in summer. So mostly floods we have in summer area because most of the water is coming in the summertime in the months from the monsoon rain. So Pakistan has a history of what is it floods. So you can see the series of these are the severe floods. Now there are floods of minor nature. They are been coming every year in Pakistan, but these are the severe which has affected the crop production of those years. So Pakistan has also faced worst droughts during 1998-2004. So not only we have a flood, at the same time we also drought condition. Drought means lack of the water, when we don't have a wet water for even for the agriculture and the domestic. So water crisis either in the form of flooding or the droughts. So these are both, either you have a floods or the droughts. Both are the limiting factor or component for the agriculture production. So poor organic matter. So not only we have a other issues. Poor organic matter means this is the the content or composition of the soil. So the decreased level of organic matter cause a strong reduction in fertility as it plays a severe roles in the soil. So soil has a certain components or characteristic which are very important for the growth of the plant. So if the soil is lacking something, it's also been hampering or reducing the agriculture production. So decreased organic matter result in poor physical, chemical, and biological properties. So the microbiological activity in soil decrease due to the reduced level of organic matter. So organic matter is being limited in the Pakistan soil. That's why it's been also. So these microbial activities play a significant role in nutrients availability in recycling. In Pakistani soil, the organic matter contents are very low, even below the minimum desirable level. So what should be the minimum desirable levels? So Pakistan mein usse bhi kam hai. So you can gauge from that how the soils of Pakistan been low in the organic matter. It's very important to enhance the organic matter of our soil by supplying something or adding something to its organic matter to it. According to Directorate of Soil Fertility, Lahore, most of our soils have organic matter content less than 1%. यानी कि 1% से भी कम हमारे soil में organic matter. The organic matter contents are controlled by temperature, as mean as the mean annual temperature has strong influence on process of decomposition of organic matter. So once you have a, so temperature and organic matter has a close relation. So so the temperature decompose the organic matter, which mix the organic matter with the soil. The other challenges we have, they are the low credit for the farmers, means there's a lack of money or finance for the farmers. Even though from the governments, there's a lack of the incentives from the government कि उनको पैसे नहीं मिलते या उनके पास कर्जा नहीं मिलता या they might buy the machinery or other things, तो वो भी issue है. A joint family system, we have a joint family system, means once you have a low land holdings and the same time you have a more and more people in a family, तो वो भी आपके पास कोई खास इनकम नहीं होती, वो भी प्रेशर रहता है आपके ना जमीन उसके प्रोडक्शन के ऊपर. So joint family system also, literacy in health and the trainings of farmers is also very important. Education very important. जब उनके पास तालीम होगी तो they may aware the condition of the soil or the seasons or the climate, so whatever you can say. So education very important कि किस time कौन सा crop और किस तरह कैसे होना चाहिए, by looking at all the condition, physiography, climatic condition and soil condition. Health is also important. So once the farmer is healthy, he or she can be work more in the fields. तो अगर उनकी health ये नहीं है तो वो it also impact on the what you say, the agriculture production. Training of the farmers, I don't think so we have any mechanism where the farmers are being trained regularly. There are certain places where we, or the institutes, they are being time to time give trainings to the selected farmers. So means very, very important trainings to guide them that about the climate change, about the soil, about the fertilizer, about the physiographies, about the water supply. Very important for the farmers to understand everything. Plant disease also another, and the lack of educated research. So we say now we have institutes, but still we need to have a more research on the agriculture, so that not only the farmers, but the overall agriculture can have a benefit from that progress. So now we talk about the opportunities. We discussed that we have lots of limitations and the challenges of environment and the socio-economic political nature. But now we'll see what are the opportunities we have. So we'll see that in Pakistan, expansion. Number one is the expansion of the agriculture land. So the productivity can be increased by making the non-cultivated areas cultivable. So once you increase the land area for the agriculture, definitely it's going to increase your crop production. So Pakistan mein, Pakistan not a small country, it's a moderate country. So still you have lots of land which you can convert for the agriculture, which you can bring more land under the cultivation. So ये आप कर सकते हैं कि आप ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा ज़मीन agriculture पे आएं, उस पे still we have 43% land area under the cultivation. अगर 10-20% आप और बढ़ा दें तो definitely it is going to increase the crop production. Livestock and dairy. So livestock and dairies are important subsector of agriculture. Farmers could switch from subsistence farming to livestock farming depending upon the infrastructure. So look at even in the world, there's a concept of livestock in agriculture. तभी तो उसको farming कहते हैं. Agriculture farming क्या होती है? Farming क्या होती है? Where not only you are being growing the plants, growing the crops, but at the same time you are being keeping the livestock or domesticated animals. So domesticated animals or agriculture going hand in hand. वो साथ साथ चलते हैं. तो हमारे यहाँ भी ऐसे हो सकता है कि आप उसी जमीन पे फुडर भी बनाए, यानी कि उनकी जो चारा है वो ऐसी जमीन जानवरों के लिए चारा भी, और साथ साथ जानवर भी रखे कि वो जानवर जो आपको लिए उनकी जो बाय प्रोडक्ट है वो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो these animals not only provide you the milk but paneer, but same time they also skin we can use the skin of those, the meat are also can we use of these livestock while the domestic. So it's very strong concept in the world also. तो पाकिस्तान में हम उसको कर सकते हैं कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा जानवर भी ज़मीन के साथ उनकी भी देखभाल करें, उनको भी उनके साथ चलाते रहें. तो because we have a subsistence farming, आप उस subsistence मीन गुजारे वाली फार्मिंग है कि हम जितना यानी कि एग्रीकल्चर ज़राअत करते हैं उतना खाते हैं और फिनिश करते हैं, फिर दूसरी सीजन के लिए दूसरा करते हैं. वी डोंट हैव अ सरप्लस. तो आप इसको लाइव स्टॉक के साथ भी चलाएं, आप जानवर भी रखें तो आपको फायदा होगा. इम्प्रूव इरिगेशन सिस्टम, as we talked about, so 60% of water is wasted through the leakage and seepage. तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं, उस पानी को रोक सकते हैं by improving the methods of irrigation. So there is more improved management in the irrigation system. तो आप वो भी करें, पानी को आप बचा सकते हैं. वो आपको क्या होगा, it's going to be improve your agriculture production. उसके लिए फायदा हो गया. Mechanizing of agriculture inputs. Using the modern technology with fertilizers will enhance productivity and increase total production, leading to more demand for agriculture land for profit incentives. So when you are being changing your agriculture from traditional agriculture, old pattern of agriculture, to the most modernized and mechanized agriculture, जिसमें आप you are be using fertilizer, you are using the modern technology, modern inputs, modern devices or modern machines, is going to help you, is going to increase your production. So इसके लिए agriculture को बड़ा फायदा. So not only we have limitations, same time we have opportunities, so we can do all these things. So these are the opportunities. Still, like now there's a time for more mechanization. आप monoculture के लिए जाएंगे, आप वो काश्तकारी करें, वो agriculture करें, वो crop करें जो which is beneficial for you, where you can earn more and more money from. There's more return for them. तो आप वो करें. जरूरी नहीं कि आप एक ही उस पे 2 या 3 क्रॉप्स करें, आप एक क्रॉप करें मोनोकल्चर, उसके बाद जमीन को रेस्ट दे दें फॉर द नेक्स्ट सीजन, ताकि जमीन रीजनरेट हो जाए, रिफ्रेश हो जाए, सॉइल भी रिफ्रेश हो जाए. सो इट विल बी एनहांस योर प्रोडक्शन. तो आप मैकेनाइज वे में चले जाएं. There's another way which is called the precision farming, the agriculture practice with the help of information technology. Now there's a strong concept of precision farming. I'll say precision farming in the world. In precision farming, what happens in precision farming? You have been using more and more modern devices, especially the information technology, where you are using different tools to not only you have a strong information, I would say important information. At the same time, you also increase your production and you control your agriculture. So the agriculture practice with the help of information technology involves the application variety of tools such as GPS, sensors, robots, drones, autonomous vehicles. So they are being used at the moment in the world. GPS-based soil sampling, so you can, if you have a GPS, location-based information, so you can easily do the soil sampling, that what sort of this soil is and which means which crop is going to help or going to support. यानी कि उस soil का आपको अंदाजा होगा, उस soil के नेचर का पता चलेगा, उस soil की fertility का पता चलेगा, फिर आपको ये भी अंदाजा होगा कि कौन सा crop इस soil में हो सकता है. You have automated hardware and telematics to help farmers to make better decision about planting and growing crops. कि कब आपको plant करना है, कैसे आपको उनको grow करना है, कब उनको पानी देना है, अब जो temperature situation क्या है, sun यानी कि डे टाइम और नाइट टाइम के हवाले से टेम्परेचर को भी आप देख सकते हो. सो बेस्ड ऑन दिस टेक्नोलॉजी, farmers are guided and given advice about soil quality, weather forecast, fertilizer application, and host of other factors. So through these technologies, we can guide the farmers and give them advice about the soil quality, of the weather forecast. We can let them know in advance about the rainfall, about the temperature, about the hurricanes, about the different things which are being related to humidity or winds, drought conditions. So this is all very, very important for the for the farmers. So fertilizer application, so which fertilizers are better for which crops, तो उसको भी आप use कर सकते हो in host of other products. Precision agriculture aims to make farming activities more accurate and controlled to ensure profitability, sustainability, and efficiency. This is very important. Okay, not only you are going in the profit, you are making more profit, but you are going to sustain the agriculture. At the same time, you are making it more efficient. So precision farming is a new concept, and it's being carried out in the developed world or developed countries. So we have also, opportunity to adopt this precision farming to increase our agriculture farming. So thank you very much for the watching. It was all about the agriculture system of Pakistan. If you like my videos, please share this with your friends. Also subscribe it for the more videos. So till then, take care of yourself for more videos. Thank you.